up, everyone? My name's Dan.
I'm Chris.
And you're watching
The Movie Dudes.
So where we talk about movies.
Every kind of movie you can think of, man.
So,
Lady.
yeah. So, our movie for today is a very fun one. Imagine if you went on a road trip with a band and you had to play for neo-Nazis. That's the essence of the movie we're reviewing, Green Room.
Imagine if you had a band, you had to play for feminists.
That's just bad. Anyway, so...
Green Room. An interesting little unique plot. Yeah, a sort of low-end punk rock tiny club playing band.
It has the main guy is played by Anton, the guy who recently died. He played.
What happened? I didn't know he recently died.
He got crushed by his own Jeep. It fell into neutral and crushed him. So anyway, so go back to the story. So the movie, as it says, follows a punk rock band who is basically trying to, make some money.
They're trying to make something of themselves, and essentially they seem to be living. It's a band living day by day.
Yeah. So
not much money. They get small gigs at clubs, and one of their gigs comes up.
Well, they get it through their last guy. Basically, they got a gig from and said, "Hey, I have a brother up in I think."
Yeah. They get this bullshit gig, and it's a neo-Nazi punk rock.
Yeah.
Club out in the middle of nowhere.
About in the middle of the boonies. So
it looks like it's in the Pacific Northwest. What I researched.
Right. So they said, you know what? Let's fucking do this. It's BS, but we'll make some,
Yeah. So they go there. They play a bunch of neo Nazis getting
and then
up
I think the girl forgot her phone in the green room. And the guy's like, "Don't go back there." And it turns out there was
a dead chick there.
Yeah, dead chick.
One of the neo-Nazis killed a woman. He was in a rage or something. Killed a woman.
And they all get locked in. And
they get locked in there because now they've witnessed a murder, and so they call him the boss.
Who is Patrick Stewart?
Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
Or it's the guy from Conspiracy.
Right, but we know him as Captain Picard.
Or Professor X.
Professor X, exactly.
So John,
he shows up really pissed off.
Yes,
there's a band they brought in. Now they witnessed a woman dead, and he's kind of got to clean this thing up.
And they've called the cops too.
Yeah, they've called the cops, and they kind of fake another incident to sort of drive the cops away. And then in the meantime, they have to deal with this group. So they send in men and dogs to eat them.
Yeah, basically they have what they call red lists, which is they're basically they're badasses.
Yeah, so it ends up. Well, I'm not going to tell you everything.
The movie is very claustrophobic. It's very confined.
It's very confined. I thought it was unique. I haven't seen too many things with the. I've seen a lot of content.
It kind of reminded me of the first Purge movie. Very confined spaces.
Can be. This was definitely. Had some interesting characters, and it was a definite thriller. It kept me on the seat, it kept me there. I wasn't bored.
Yeah.
So, what was your thoughts about the movie?
I thought it was fun. It had me guessing. I didn't know how the fuck it was gonna end. I thought it might have actually ended up. The movie ends kind of fun. When I say fun, it has a kind of interesting ending.
It has a classy, we won't tell them. Let's not tell our people yet, because they may not everyone has seen the movie.
Right. It's one of those you gotta see.
It's a classy death, though.
Classy deaths. There were some cool deaths, or some, and there were some genuinely intelligent ways they at one point they get dog sicked on them, and they use a feedback because they're a band, and this bar has a system for a band. They use a feedback loop for it. Basically, they put it, next to the thing, so the dogs get irritated and the dogs can't go inside.
Overall, the movie was really fun. It kept me on the seat. I wasn't bored. It definitely just. You really want to find out what happens. The characters are, the main, protagonists are in a very tough spot. And you just want to, see what happens next. It's one of those movies. That's all I can really say. I thought it was generally well done.
I go see this movie. Check it out when it comes out on demand or TV on home video. So Green Room.
Do it.
Yeah, do it. Hey everyone, thanks for watching.
I don't thank you.
Remember to leave a comment below and hit the like button. I'm Dan,
I'm Chris.
and we will see you later.